Hi everybody, I am here at Illuminate with Christy Salafia, and I am so excited because I'm getting a little touch-up done today, and we're gonna do some Botox, and then we're gonna be doing something called Sculptra.
Exactly. Yes.
So tell us a little bit about what Sculptra is real quick.
So Sculptra is polyallactic acid. It's basically the same material that they make dissolvable sutures with. The difference is they kind of grind it down into a powder, and then you mix it up with a lot of solution and inject it. Over the next couple of days, that solution will be absorbed by the body, and those particles will settle. Your body's going to recognize them as foreign, and then it's going to start to produce collagen around those particles in response. So it's kind of like a way of boosting your body's own natural filler. The nice thing about Sculptra is you can use it really anywhere in the lateral face, and it's just the goal of it is to kind of help restore that volume that you've lost from aging.
Which anybody who is in my age group, we're all like, oh, hey, over here. And you guys have seen me go live with getting filler done before, getting some Botox done before. This is new, and I wanted to try it because I really am not a huge fan of filler. My body just doesn't react very well to it, and this all gets all of your own natural stuff going. Plus, Christy said 2 years. It lasts up to 2 years.
Yep. So the results of Sculptra are going to last up to 2 years. It's the one thing to kind of keep in mind is that during that time you're still aging and you can't stop that process, which is a good thing. But your body's going to be working kind of against that and trying to break down the collagen as this is working to promote it. So it's just a really nice proactive way to kind of fight the effects of aging. And what you need initially as far as a treatment to get a beautiful result may not be what you need for maintenance. It might be once every 6 months, once every year you pop in and you're like, okay, let's just get a little bit, a little boost to that collagen there. Yep. And Sculptra has something that is known as the Sculptra Glow. So while it's boosting collagen, it's also giving you that brightening effect to your skin. So people always rave about that. So even though people think about aging as, 40s, 50s, and on, it works in the 20-year-old population, right, just to give them that boost and that nice bright glow to their skin.
I love this. I am so excited to get this done, and we're going to also be talking today about, we're going to be doing a Botox and Bubbly party, so stay tuned for that, and you'll be able to get specials. We'll be talking lots with Christy. We will also be featuring her in the magazine, so you'll get to find out a little bit about her from behind the scenes and her background. And here we go. Let's get this touch up going.
Perfect.
So my main concern, as I told her, was in here. I get the squinty face lines in the middle, and then I smile really big, so I always have these huge crow's feet. And of course, now that I'm getting a little older too, I want a little upward,
yep,
upward lift.
Yep. And so I was kind of explaining to Kelly, where you treat the muscles with Botox, basically you're going to cause those muscles to not work anymore. And what I'm treating right now in the forehead, those are your elevator muscles. So those are what are lifting up so that your eyes don't feel heavy and they feel nice and awake. They're also the lines responsible for the muscle responsible for causing these horizontal lines in your forehead. So sometimes people will come in and they say, I want to be frozen, but I want to lift. In reality, that's a very hard thing to achieve because what's responsible for giving you the lift is also responsible for giving you those lines. But if you go to an experienced injector that's been doing this for a while, they kind of know how to play with those muscles to get you the best of both worlds. Right now we're treating those middle muscles there, the procerus and the corrugator muscles that cause those pesky 11 lines. And if you're someone who works on a computer regularly, you probably squint a lot.
Yeah.
Those lines might be more pronounced.
Yeah, that is definitely me.
So again, relaxing those muscles is going to help to kind of stop you from making that expression there.
So for people new to the Botox world, how long does it take before this usually kicks in?
So Botox will start to work in about 3 to 4 days, and it's going to be at its peak at 2 weeks. At that point, your body's going to slowly metabolize it out. So usually it will last around 3 to 4 months. Having said that, everybody's a little bit different. If you're someone who lives in the gym and you're constantly exercising, that's great that you have a fast metabolism, but you're also going to metabolize the Botox faster.
Oh, okay.
So that's just something to consider. Not everyone will last 3 to 4 months, but that is the average.
All right. And as you can see, this doesn't hurt at all.
It's the size of an acupuncture needle. So
yeah, it's a little teeny prick here and there, but nothing, nothing that you can't handle.
And then that is it for the Botox.
Woo!
That was a piece of cake.
Nice and quick,
Yes.
right?
Quick and almost painless.
Yeah.
So now your aftercare instructions are going to be to move those muscles as much as you can for the next 24 to 48 hours, and just avoid any strenuous activity that's going to raise your body temperature to the point of sweating. So you want to avoid saunas, hot tubs, strenuous workouts, just for 24 hours so the Botox can take effect, and then you are good to go. Other than that, you can do everything.
There's
like
no
normal.
worries about me doing anything strenuous like that right now, so we're good.
Just gonna clean you off here one more time. And then in terms of the Sculptra, I'm going to use a cannula technique. So you can do it with a needle. Needles are just a little less forgiving, so you're more likely to have some bruising. With doing a cannula, you kind of create a little needle porthole that the cannula then goes into. The cannula is blunted at the end, so it's not going to pierce through structures in its way. So more likely to cause less bruising. So with under eye filler and things like that, I really like a cannula technique.
Gotcha.
Start here in the cheek, sharp poke. And the Sculptra, as well as the fillers, are all mixed with lidocaine. So you might feel that initial poke, but then you start to get kind of numb and tingly, and
It wasn't bad.
once you see the results, you really won't mind it.
So tell us, how did you get into all of this?
So it's actually kind of crazy for me because I have always worked in the hospital. I worked in cardiac surgery for years, and I worked in the ICU as a nurse. Always interested in aesthetics, but just didn't kind of know how to make that leap because it was such a different industry. I started getting Botox myself when I was 36, and after that, just really kind of found my niche. I was working at another med spa for a little while, and then ended up kind of venturing off and opening my own place.
It's amazing.
Really nice. Yeah.
And I have to give a huge shout out to Shayna Zazario, who is our Effortlessly Healthy cover woman this month, for introducing me
She's
to
awesome.
Christy,
She's like the mayor.
right?
Yeah. All the connections. It's great.
Yeah. This isn't,
Not too bad.
no, it's
Yeah.
not what I was expecting. And anybody who's had filler knows that, woo,
Yep. And this is the worst part because I use the cannula. Sometimes it can clog a little bit, so it's a little more of a process.
okay.
But at the end of the day, you're going to be glad because it's, like I said, less likely to bruise. And
But how awesome too is the Botox takes like a couple minutes,
Yep.
literally.
yeah,
So
I have
you
a lot
can
of people
come
who
in,
come in
out.
on their lunch break.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you might have a couple little bumps in your forehead
Yeah,
that by the
it's
time
not
you
bad,
get back
though.
to the office,
They're
you're
gone.
good to go. Yep. Yep. Another poke.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I won't, I won't disclude all of our men out there. But ladies, come and join us. I'm really excited to be able to partner with her and to be able to do the Botox and Bubbly parties. And I think we're going to try and have them kind of regularly. So I will let everybody know when we're going to be starting those. And and you guys can join us. Invite all of your friends to join us. We'll have, some goodies, and we'll do some ladies' night giveaway. All the fun stuff. So we're gonna try and do it where we have some permanent jewelry joining us, and a couple other great businesses and women-owned businesses.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Yeah, so definitely, and stay tuned too, because I will be showing you guys, I did some before photos, so I will be also showing you some after photos along the way, so that you guys can kind of see, okay, what is it like 1 week in? What is it like 2 weeks in and 6 weeks in? So you guys will be able to see the effects and then decide too, oh, that looks like something that I'd like to get done.
Yeah, and you can always come in for a free consultation. A lot of this stuff, it's very can be very customized to whatever your time frame is. If you have an event to go to in a week and you need to be ready for it, I will let you know what those options are. If you're someone who doesn't have an event and you just want to generally kind of boost your confidence and give yourself that little bit of glow, we can explore some other options. So it can be completely individual to whatever your concerns are.
That's amazing. Well, stay tuned, because we will be bringing you more. Thanks, guys.